Yeah. Go up and smack her and take the gun off her and throw her on the couch. And no.
I just want to talk to you about last season, because at the end, Sugar's like abandoned, left behind.
Yeah.
So as we go into a new season, what's his emotional state?
He is more vulnerable. He is.
Okay.
Yeah, he's certainly not hardened. He's softened. He's softened by isolation. He's softened by loneliness. There is a hardening. There's a certain hardening throughout the season that comes later, but it's not by virtue of being left behind. What is by virtue of being left behind is his boredom and his kind of somewhat mild agitation, because he doesn't have Ruby anymore to find him work, and he's the only one of his species that is left behind. So yeah, he starts off the season at something of a loose end, and he is contending with his loneliness and his kind of longing in a way that he didn't have to ever contend with ever before. But that opens him up to other experiences that are reflective of human experiences, of course, that are human experiences because they're shared with humans, whether it be romance and desire or kind of a strange, somewhat compulsion toward violence that comes in later in the season that is baffling to him as well. So yeah, there was loads to explore in this season that I don't think we explored in the first one.
Well, I want to unpack that a little bit, because in the first season, he was mostly successful in maintaining a detachment from people.
Yeah.
And so, as you're saying, he's more vulnerable. The abandonment has caused a change. So are those walls coming down?
Yeah, I mean, he's still an observer of human beings, and he's still very much other, and he's still very much outside the human experience, but he's less of an observer, and he's more on the field of play than he was in the first season, for sure. He's kind of in a way becoming. He'll never be human, but he's becoming more human. And so again, romance, violence, appetites for food are evolving and changing in a way. Because he maintained a distance. The only person that he didn't really maintain the distance with, I mean, Jonathan Siegel a little bit, played by the wonderful James Cromwell, but Amy Ryan's character, in the first Meg in the first season, they had a really beautiful friendship, I thought. But in this season, we see him more open, and we see him letting people in more, both to his detriment and also to his gift,
Well, I'm curious about the romance, because we are getting a sense that there is a relationship developing, a curiosity, and this is someone who has been sort of shaped by old movies, noirs, classics.
Yeah.
So does that sort of inform his approach to love and romance and courtship? And
not at all. Yeah. Go up and smack her and take the gun off her and throw her on the couch. And no, it's funny because even though he gets, as I said, he gets embroiled in a path of violence toward the second half of the season, but even then he's got a real tenderness to him, the character. There's an undeniable tenderness at his core that gets confused and shaken up this season very much and gets a little bit pushed to the side for moments, but it's still there. And it's very much that tenderness and that vulnerability is very much at the fore of his relationship, whatever it becomes, with Laura Donnelly's character, Charlotte. So in the world of romance, he is like, he can be a little bit smooth sometimes with men, and he can handle himself in those quarters. But this whole other avenue to explore with a female on this planet, it shakes him in a way that he's discombobulated in a way that the words don't really come as he wishes they did.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations, and see you next time.
Thanks, Lainey. All the best to you.